you and for my sister from immigration. And I think you're both saying the same thing in terms of it's almost like a bit of a reality check in terms of the pushback can be real. But I think there's a lot we can learn from in terms of people who've been doing women's advocacy for a long time. First thing is looking for those male champions. Sometimes we found that the best messenger might not be me, the feminist, because the way I'll come at it will be so hard, they will be reeling from it. So we might bring somebody else. So it's looking for who are those male champions that can be the true advocate. The second then is how you're packaging the case for focusing on reproductive and women's health rights. As much as me, again, as a feminist, I would love to come from it from a human rights perspective. I realize in certain spaces, I won't come at it from that perspective. I'll come at it from this is good for business. And the data is there, the evidence, it's not rocket science anymore. So it's constantly making the case it's good for business, it's good for immigration, for you to deliver. The diversity, the inclusion is good for the mission of immigration. And then I would say the third thing is look for the quick wins. Sometimes we go for the hardest policy, the most difficult ones. In your case, it might not be about miscarriages. That might not be your first step. So it's looking for what are those small steps that you can take as there's buy-in, as people are seeing the benefits, then you can start to say, aha, you see, this is why inclusion matters. It's not just about women. It's good for all. It's good for all of immigration. It's good for all of insurance. It's good for business.
Okay, I just wanted to touch on aren't we asking for too much? Throughout history, we've been asking ourselves the same question. And if we were to consistently listen to that in our voice, I don't think we would ever achieve anything. We wouldn't even have a first vice president. And so we need to tell ourselves, it's not enough. We still have a long way to go. And it's okay to ask for more. It's okay for us to aspire for more. I think because the topic makes people uncomfortable, we do not want to even probe further. We don't want to ask for more. We don't want people to say, these people, they're overdoing it. As a community, Talent Moms, a lot of our members are currently business owners, not because they want to be business owners, but because they really didn't have a choice. They had to survive. It was like a survival technique, so they had to come up with business ideas so they can run things themselves and manage organizations themselves. That, to me, is both good and bad business because you have resource personnel, people who have talent, who are dispersed all over the place because you're not accommodating in your organization. So like she said, it's good business to incorporate some of these policies and to encourage them.
Let me take to the final two questions, and then we'll wrap up. And then I'll let everybody add what they have to, and they have